back to Corsi Cuisine. This is the Corsi kitchen that you're in. Today we are doing turkey tacos on this Thirsty Thursday. Cheers. I got my margarita ready, and let's show you what you're gonna need for these Poblano turkey tacos. Ground turkey, 2 pounds of ground turkey, cilantro, onions, avocados, tomatoes with green chili, chipotle, limes, sazon, garlic powder, cumin, chili powder. Got some tortillas in the back here, and the star of the show is the Poblano. These are gonna be fabulous. Turkey Poblano tacos. Also, we have some white rice here. For later, we're gonna do some cilantro lime rice. And on here, we're gonna do a taco bar. Okay. So, what we have here is a large pan. I got some oil heating up, and I'm going to start with the onions and poblanos. If you've never used poblanos, they're like a medium heat, kind of like a jalapeno, but they also have a really just savory flavor, really good flavor to them. I'm going to add those all to the pan. I suggest trying them if you don't mind a tiny bit of heat, but really good flavor. Pepper. And we're just going to get those going. I actually came across a recipe kind of like this. They use pork though instead of turkey. On one of those meal delivery systems, and I loved it so much, and it was so easy that I've kind of been using poblanos ever since. Like, it was a no-brainer after that. Instead of just a regular bell pepper, which is just sweet, you get a little bit of heat from these poblanos. And then to sweat them fast and easy, we're going to put some salt. Anytime you need to sweat onions or peppers, you need to put salt. And while that's happening, sip on my margarita a little bit. I got my flannel on, my daddy's flannel on. This shirt is probably 35, 40 years old maybe, if I had to guess. So I'm proud to wear it. I wear it every fall. Still have it hanging in my closet. I have a few of my daddy's flannels hanging in my closet. I'm going to keep sweating these. We're just about there where everything's nice and soft. The onions and the peppers are nice and soft. So we're going to turn this up to almost high, and we're going to push the vegetables to the outside. And then we're going to add all of our turkey. We have 2 pounds of turkey. Brown turkey. And you want turkey to get nice and brown, real brown. So, turn it up real high. It sizzles like that. Throw these away, get my hand washed. And then we're going to break it up really, really good. Okay, I almost got all this turkey all chopped up in here. You see how there's a lot of liquid, a lot of water that's coming out of it. That's from being frozen, and it gets a lot of water in it. We want that all to go away. We want dry tacos. We don't want all wet, soggy tacos. So make sure you have it on real high. We want it on high, that way it all evaporates. Get out of there. And then when it gets dry, then we'll add the spices on top of it, so that way the meat absorbs the spices and not the water. We don't want the water to absorb the spices. We want the turkey to take on all the spice and flavor. Okay, I think we're almost there. All the turkey is nice and brown. You can see there's barely any liquid in the pan. That's what you want. You can tell when it's getting nice and dry, when it starts to get louder on the sizzle. You hear how it's sizzling way louder than it was when it was a lot of liquid in there. And then you want the bottom to really get those crispy bits on the turkey. You want the bottom to like caramelize the turkey nice and brown. We want brown food. Brown food is good food. Remember that. Also, forgot to mention, but a lot of times when I'm using turkey as opposed to beef, I want to make it taste more beefy. So how you do that, I have a little trick that you do. I'll get Worcestershire sauce out of the fridge and add a few tablespoons of Worcestershire, about, I don't know, 10 or 12, good round all the way around the pan. Nice and savory. It just makes it more beefy and flavorful. Turkey has like zero flavor, so you want to make it nice and flavorful. I always use Worcestershire, either in meatloaf or tacos or whatever you're, maybe even spaghetti. You can add it to it before you put it in the sauce. Anything that has turkey, I would use Worcestershire just to beef it up. Now we're smelling good, we're looking good, nice and brown. And now we're going to add the spices and the tomatoes and the chipotle in there. And it's really going to turn a beautiful color with the chipotle and the sazon. It's just going to really amp this sucker up. See how it's sizzling? A lot louder now. It's because it's dry in the pan, it's getting brown. Alright, so we're going to start with the sazon. This is a Hispanic or Latin flavor. Just got garlic and all kinds of seasoning in it. But it's orange, very orange. So it makes all your food nice and pretty. Chili powder. I just eyeball it. You know, you can put a regular taco packet in here, but I have all the seasonings. Why not just add your own? That way you can control what goes in your tacos. Not just a bunch of salt, but actual flavor. Cumin. I love cumin. I'm going to put a bunch. Plus we have 2 pounds of turkey, don't forget, so you want to season it well. Garlic powder. As you can tell, we use a lot of it. We have a monster garlic powder. And put some pepper on there too. Remember, we already added some salt, but we're going to add more because we have lots of turkey in here. Don't be afraid to season your food. A lot of people don't want to add salt. Afraid it's going to get too salty, but don't be afraid to season your food. Woo, look at that. Yum. Look at that. Look at that. Nice and brown food. Lots of flavor in there. Man, that's going to be good. Alright, now we're going to add the tomatoes with green chilies, or Rotel, that's what I always get. This is just the off-brand of Rotel. Add the whole can, regular size can. And then a chipotle. If you haven't used chipotle, it's a smoky flavor. It definitely is spicy, but it's also smoky. So you're going to take 1 chipotle out. Since we already have the Poblano in there, I don't want it to get too spicy. And it comes in some of this little adobo sauce. I'm going to put some of that in there. Scrape it all in there. Just a smoky flavor. A little spicy, that's why I don't want to go too crazy. I'm just putting 1, because we already have the Poblano in there. So you just dice it up real good. It basically just dissolves, but it gives such a good flavor and color. That's all it is. And then just give it a good stir. Okay, so now we have the cilantro rice. All I have is white rice in a bowl and a bunch of cilantro. And then we're gonna take limes and zest them. This is a little zester or zester plain. And you zest at least 2 or 3 limes in here. See all that zest? That's flavor. Flavor. Keep spinning it. All you want is the green part. You do not want the white part. That is super bitter. See that? Get all that green off as much as you possibly can without ripping up your fingernail. Get all that off. Shake that in the bowl. And you want to cut the lime. Cut the lime and put all the juice in it. Squeeze a bunch of juice in there. And that is cilantro lime rice, and it is delicious to put in taco. Okay, so now we got our taco bar set up. Some jalapenos, limes, avocados, some white cheddar cheese, chopped onions. We got our cilantro lime rice made. Now we're going to start frying those tortillas. Got our oil nice and hot, nice and warm, so it fries up real nice and crispy. Not too hot or else it'll burn quickly. And then there's our turkey, looking delicious. Alright, so now we're going to get our tortillas started. These are just little street taco tortillas, little ones. And I got some tongs here to help me hold it. And you're just going to take it and you're going to fold it just like a taco. And you're going to hold it in, just like that, in the oil. And it's going to fry up. It's going to take like 2 seconds. I don't want these to get... You're going to hold it and you're just going to hold it in there. Fold it over, hold it in there. See that? Flip it over. See that? Nice and crispy. You want to hold them so where it takes the shape of a taco. Good and messy.